This is a sweet product that I brought home from Gen Con. Not from actual Gen Con, but from a game store right down the street from Gen Con called Elfin Moon, which was a really sweet place to visit. If you haven't been there, if you happen to be in Indianapolis, I do recommend going and stopping by. But for now, for this video, we're just going to do a quick unboxing of the Swamp of the Hydra. Epic Encounters from Steamforged Games. Really cool little set. What we're looking at here is a big box. A 5e box set with a big Swamp Hydra miniature, 12 goblin tokens, a poison gas token, 6 unstable turf tokens, a counter dial for the Swamp Hydra, a double-sided game mat, an adventure book, monster stats, tips and tricks for building tension and excitement. This is really just kind of an encounter in a box, and in this case it's an encounter with a really big reptilian dragon-like creature with lots of heads, which we have come to know as a Hydra. Now I will just say, as I've mentioned in other videos, this box itself is really thick and really nice quality. Even when you're done with the miniatures inside, these are a great way to store miniatures or game supplies or what have you. And this one in particular is really thick. A lot of times with smaller boxes, it's very easy to store large, medium, small miniatures, but the huge ones, sometimes it's hard to make them fit in there. But in this case, this box is very thick, very deep, and will be the perfect size to store some big miniatures inside. So just cracking open the box here, we do have lots of goblin tokens here, some poison gas, some unstable turf tokens, and the Hydra counter, which it looks like these are the little, oh wow, that's going to be hard to see because those are clear, but this is going to go together and pin together so that it can be spun. And I haven't read through the adventure, but I assume there's some kind of like countdown or something. The book itself, very high quality. We've got thick pages. We get some tactics, some things you might find using the terrain, encounter aspects. There's, it looks like some area descriptions, some different ways that the flowers and things can affect your character. We've got the Hydra attack pattern, so we actually get abilities and everything, and the tactics of the Hydra itself here in the booklet. We've also got treasure tables. That's really cool. And again, like many of their booklets, we get a lower tier, middle tier, and higher tier. So you can scale this to different party levels, which is pretty sweet. Then we get some stats. We got a seedling Hydra, and that is challenge rating 8. Then we've got a burgeoning Hydra, challenge rating 13. And a blooming Hydra, challenge rating 20. Which, and then we get some credits, which is cool. Then we have some advertisements for other box sets in the back here. Now this big map, I know already I'm not going to be able to fit it on screen here. So what I'll do is I'll unroll this as much as I can, unfold this I mean, and show it as best I can. But what I'm probably going to have to do is take a separate picture and show it kind of as an overlay, B-roll, so to speak, in the final cut. This map is gorgeous. And it's just some generic woodland terrain, maybe swamp terrain, with lots of like magical looking flowers and things here. It's a really nice map. I appreciate this. I know I'll end up using this. Even if I don't run this encounter as it is from the book, that map is versatile enough that I'm sure it will see play on my tabletop. Then we have the miniature itself, which, boy, is that in there good. And then we have the Hydra itself. This is a big miniature. And when I say big, let me grab another similarly sized mini. Here's Dritz, which is another mini that I picked up at Gen Con. But you can see Dritz is a medium-sized mini, and this fits alongside him at that scale. So that's pretty big. Pretty big. In any case, this review's not about Drizzt. Get out of here, Drizzt. This is a very... You see there's like vines and stuff growing on the back of this thing. Clearly, this isn't quite as reptilian as some of the Hydras that I have thrown at my party in the past. This has a much more plant-like vibe to it, which is kind of a cool twist on a Hydra, to be honest. The mini's big, it's hefty, feels pretty solid, and in general, just a really great big set piece. I do wish that these came pre-painted, but that's kind of a personal thing. There are tons of folks out there who would just as soon paint it themselves and be a lot happier to do that. There's a couple of places where you can kind of see where the model came together, where it was originally in multiple pieces. You might want to fill that in with some gap filler before you paint this thing, but in general, this model is gorgeous. The map is great, the model is great, the box is very nice to have for miniature storage and other RPG supply storage. I love that the adventure comes with multiple stages or multiple levels, so you can throw it at parties at different stages of their career, depending on where your players are in their advancement. And in general, I thought this was a really great pickup. I'm excited to run it, and I do recommend.